Yo, it's Trivelli. I'm back, and today I'm going to be telling you guys why I think the Miami Dolphins are going to have the best defense in the NFL in 2021. Better than the Rams, better than the Steelers, the Ravens, and even the Browns. Now, I'll break this down if you guys can. Please like, comment, and subscribe so we can get this channel out to as many people as possible. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That way, you'll get my daily notifications for when I'm dropping my videos, which is going to be Monday through Friday because I'm never slacking. Now, let's jump into the action.
I'm living life like this. Maybe give a little glimpse, maybe give a little glimpse.
All right, so we have a couple things to look at here. The catalyst for why I believe the Dolphins defense is going to be the best in the league next year comes down to free agency, the draft, and a few other moves that the Dolphins were able to make, building upon what they did last year. So last year, the Dolphins were able to have the sixth best scoring defense in the league with 21.1 points per game allowed. They did give up a lot of passing and rushing yards, but they were the definition of a bend but don't break defense, where they were able to cause turnovers at the right time, causing teams to go dry in the red zone, and that was a really big deal for the Dolphins' success as a team last year overall. Another great statistics that the Dolphins were able to have last year was a top 3 turnover ratio at +9. So I think that them being able to not turn the ball over but create turnovers, like I said, is one of the reasons why they're already one of the best defenses. Now, if we break down their active roster for their base 3-4 defense this year, you have a couple of injuries that are concerning, but you have picked up so many players if you're the Dolphins in free agency in the draft that I think that also re-signing the important players, we'll talk about this as well. They just came up with a roster here where almost every single position on the field is going to be 100% secure with a beneficial starter. Let's start with the D-line, where every player is under the age of 27. You have Emmanuel Ogbah, 27 years old, played very well last year as the left defensive end, and I expect him to do that again very well. Raekwon Davis out of Alabama. This kid is young. Give him time. He will come around, and I think he's going to end up becoming a very good player. Same thing with Christian Wilkins out of Clemson. This is a young guy that the Dolphins drafted, right defensive end, and they're going to develop this guy, and he will play well in due time. So you know your D-line is pretty much stacked with young stud talent. As long as they come around and play well, you'll be good for the future. Now, when you're looking at the linebackers, I absolutely love what I see here. I just could not get enough of Jerome Baker last year and what he was able to do, where he came in with 112 total tackles, 7 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles to go along with 3 pass defense. This guy is your stereotypical, very athletic, fast, can get to pretty much anywhere on the field type of linebacker. He can play in multiple schemes like a zone, or he could be a blitzing linebacker because I believe he has enough speed to get there. So I like what I see out of Jerome Baker. Now, a big thing right here. Now, a big catalyst for the Dolphins being successful this year is also a Landon Roberts, who I thought played very well for the Dolphins at times before he got injured. So if he is able to come back this season, we have to keep our eye on his injury. And if he's able to contribute, that will just be another linebacker that the Dolphins have. You have Andrew Van Ginkel coming in as well as another linebacker in the rotation that played extremely well last year, coming up with big turnovers, big plays in general. And I could definitely see him building upon that and getting better with a full season, no COVID restrictions. Now you have Xavier Howard re-signing, getting the deal done with the Dolphins, making sure that we are taking care of him for the future, and he is going to be staying. So you know you have a top 2 cornerback in the league, shutting down any receiver that's on that side of the field and causing havoc because, you know, he led the league with 10 interceptions last year. You have Eric Rowe, picked up Jason McCourty, and still you have Byron Jones on the other side. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to Noah. Oh God, I always mess up his name, but Noah Igbinoue, and also got to give a shout out to Nick Needham. I think these guys are going to be rotational players that are going to step up and make big plays. They did it last year. So I like the Dolphins secondary. I like the Dolphins linebacker core, and I like up front what I see. Another thing that we got to talk about is the Dolphins adding a player in Shakeem Griffin. All right, that's another player that can come in right away and cause havoc for other teams from that linebacker position. So let's see what happens with the Dolphins if these guys can stay healthy. Also, with the Miami Dolphins drafting Jalen Phillips out of Miami, that is going to be an absolute stud as a defensive end. If he can stay healthy, okay, I know that he had some health issues at Miami and whatnot, but when this guy's healthy, his motor is incredible. I don't think that there's a tackle in the NFL that could really stop that type of speed from the edge. If he's healthy, he has to be 100%, and he could honestly be a starter on the team. So I really like what I see. Injuries play a big deal here. You also added Crayvon LeBlanc, who's shown that as a cover corner, as a third string corner, a replacement corner, he's played very, very well. So I like what the Dolphins did with free agency. I like what the Dolphins did with the draft. As long as injuries do not plague the Dolphins this season, I think they can have, for this reason, one of the best defenses in the NFL. If you guys do agree, please let me know down below. If you think that another defense is going to come up and really surprise the NFL this year, comment down below. Let me know what you think. As most importantly, have a great day, all right? I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
I'm living life like this. Maybe give a little glimpse, maybe give a little